Hi everyone, it's me, Lubna. I hope you're having a nice day. Today is Monday, January 2nd, 2023. I don't have class today. I have class again starting tomorrow. So tomorrow is the first day of classes for me in the new year. I have an exam on Thursday, which is a microbiology exam, and then next week I have 3 more exams. I'm not really worried. I mean, I should be worried. I know I should be worried, but I've been through it before. I've made it through a lot of exams, and it's just another set of exams. I'm sure that I can get through it, and all of my classmates will get through it. Yeah, so recently I've had a lot of people I've talked to, either in person or over the phone, and I've I really like having one-on-one conversations with people because I learn so much about their life, and maybe it makes me feel honored that people like sharing so much about their life with me. And I learned a lot about how much people suffer. Everyone is going through things, everyone is hurting in their own way. And over the summer, I actually read a book called The Problem of Pain by C.S. Lewis. C.S. Lewis is a writer who writes a lot from a Christian perspective, and in this book, The Problem of Pain, he talks about the idea of pain and suffering and what it all means from a Christian perspective. I read this book. I actually checked it out from the public library, the local public library near me, because over the summer I was feeling a little bit lonely. Not a little bit, but a lot. And so I would go to the public library and look at books, and I really got interested in theology, religion, and philosophy. I've always been interested in those things, but I discovered C.S. Lewis, and I checked this book out from the library. So there's a specific passage in this book that really stood out to me when I read it. It's near the end. It's actually on the very last page of the book. And in this passage, it talks about mental pain. So I'll just read this out and then I'll talk about it a little more. Mental pain is less dramatic than physical pain, but it is more common and also more hard to bear. The frequent attempt to conceal mental pain increases the burden. It is easier to say, "My tooth is aching," than to say, "My heart is broken." Yet, if the cause is accepted and faced, the conflict will strengthen and purify the character, and in time the pain will usually pass. Sometimes, however, it persists, and the effect is devastating. If the cause is not faced or not recognized, it produces the dreary state of the chronic neurotic. But some, by heroism, overcome even chronic mental pain. They often produce brilliant work and strengthen, harden, and sharpen their characters till they become like tempered steel. So what this passage is trying to say, at least from my interpretation, is that when people go through mental pain and suffering, such as depression, anxiety, and a host of other things that could be either due to internal or external causes, they can go in one of two directions. Some people go down a bad pathway. For example, if they're abused as a child, people end up hurting other people when they become older. There's that phrase that hurt people hurt people. And so we have to be careful to not let the cycle continue if we are hurt as children. And then there's another pathway that people can take, which is where they break the cycle and they use their pain to create something beautiful in the world and to inspire and influence others and use their story to benefit others. And they let it make them stronger. So I've personally had my own share of pain from the past, and at a point, when we're teenagers, we tend to be it's common for teenagers to be rebellious, and I had that phase where I was rebellious because I had a lot of family problem. My parents are divorced, and I had a lot of issues growing up, but with that, I was a good student and everything, but I felt helpless at times. So that's how I discovered the power of art and doing a lot of different extracurricular activities like volunteering, taking the focus off of myself and putting it on other people helped me so much. It helped me realize that there's so much more to life than myself. Like, my problems are so small. I mean, I don't want to discount my problems, but there's so much out there that I can do, and I can use my experiences to help others by like inspiring them in some way. So I guess that's what brought me here, like to this point where I'm making videos and sharing my thoughts on the internet, because that is what I'm doing. I'm using the things I've been through and the experiences I've had to make commentary on like various issues, and I'm hoping that one day I can help people like professionally. That's why I'm in medical school. I really would love to be a psychiatrist. Um, yeah, so that's all I wanted to say. I hope that you know that if you're going through anything, like any form of mental pain, you're not alone. You're never alone. Like, everyone has their own share of hardships, and it's just a part of life. It's meant to make us stronger and help us grow as individuals. Thank you so much for listening to my video today, and I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, afternoon, or whatever it is wherever you are in the world.